Well, this isn't exactly a garden tour, so to speak, more so than a snow-covered garden. When you see it covered with snow, it really makes the yard look small. But it's hard to imagine the volume of food that this relatively small space has yielded for me. I literally just had a salad yesterday, which was November 31st, I guess. Today's the 1st of December when I'm making this. I literally had a salad from my garden that I picked from way in the back there and ate yesterday for lunch. So, but anyway, I didn't want to talk about the garden too much today. I'm more or less concerned with the mass insanity that's going on in this country. The fact that it seems the majority of people in the U.S. and Western civilization are suffering from some sort of mass psychosis. I apologize for the cars passing by as usual. But statistics have shown that they're functionally illiterate. People are functionally illiterate due to the education system and the media, and they really don't have discerning minds that can, see the truth from fiction. They're NPCs, non-player characters, acting like zombies in movies. Just, going on a feeding frenzy for their own self-centered survival. So they think it's their own self-centered survival. But really what's happening is we're being thrust into this authoritarian state, which is insanity. And if you speak out against it, then you're banned or censored or something. People are wearing masks and social distancing for a year-old thing, Event 201 pandemic. They don't even understand anything about anything. The world is upside down, and these power authoritarians, this Davos set, these globalists who want to have this great reset and turn the world back into feudalism or the Dark Ages. The 8 billion people on the planet are in their way. It's literally insane. That's why my latest book, CODEX, was based on consciousness and the mind. I wanted to first explore theories of consciousness to try to get to the core of what exactly is going on, so we can maybe from there discover more about ourselves. But I think the people, those of us that know what's going on, it's the old saying, preaching to the choir. It doesn't really matter, because it's either blatantly obvious and you get it, or you're just watching media, outdated media, 20, 30-year-old media organizations that are passé. People trying to go through the motions, spewing out information, sensationalism to keep people tuned in during the commercial breaks so they could get enough profit to pay the stockholders and the high salaries of these people on the air who are all multimillionaires who pretend that they're standing up for the average person when in fact they live in gated communities or penthouses and get chauffeured to work in cars and rarely ever even see what life is like for the average human being. I mean, that's the world. It's the same with politicians, the so-called inside the Beltway. Hey, I lived in Malibu. I was involved in Hollywood. I lived in D.C., so I know what it's like in the Beltway. I lived and worked in New York, so I know what that whole power structure up there is like. I've traveled across both oceans. I've seen other parts of the world. I've been around every kind of individual and culture that exists on the planet. And I know what's going on. But the average person doesn't even know their own history. They don't know nothing about our culture, Western civilization. When the American Republic falls, it's the last bastion holding back the barbarians at the gate. So when this republic falls, which it's looked like it's in the process of doing, then Western civilization falls. And there's no 2022 election or 2024 election. There's no coming back once these globalists have their great reset. And people need to get that through their thick skulls. This is the fight for the very survival. And there won't be a civil war or a chance to win because people are scattered all over the place. There will just be totalitarianism and an end to everything we've ever believed in, knew, cared about, thought about. So be like me. Find yourself a little house, a little plot, and live off the land and get out of the mess that's about to come down, because it's going to be a real big mess. Best of luck. Season's greetings. Take care.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Glad tidings we bring to you and your kin. Glad tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Sing along. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.